turmoil atop the FBI. Joining us now is my colleague, NBC News White House correspondent Vaughn Hilliard. Also joining us, host of MSNBC's Politics Nation, president of the National Action Network, the Reverend Al Sharpton's here as well. Vaughn, let me read from what you and our colleague Ken Delaney are reporting. Bongino did not report to work today amid speculation about his whereabouts, the sources said. It came after a heated confrontation Wednesday at a meeting with Pam Bondi and White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles. The meeting was first reported by Axios.
Dan Bongino, right, and he could leave this job and go back to a podcast that undoubtedly made him a lot of money. He had millions of people that would tune in, hundreds of thousands, depending on which episode you're watching. And for him, dating back to 2022, 2023, you go back to the archives, and he became popular in large part, especially Kash Patel as well. They made money off of these conspiracy theories and saying that they needed to get Donald Trump back into office. And they kept this idea that if they were in the position of the FBI, they would dismantle it, they would reform it, they'd get the corruption out of the FBI, they'd get the longtime prosecutors out of there. You've had these very conversations, and to a large extent, they have upheld the promise of getting rid of top officials that have worked inside of the agency. But when it comes to proving the things that they made money off of for a number of years now, the things that not only they made money off of, but ultimately put them in the position of power, now is the time to serve up the evidence. And so far, they haven't been able to do that. Attorney General Pam Bondi, and Pam Bondi hasn't done herself any good by handing out those binders to those social media right-wing influencers a couple months ago that ended up having nothing in them. Look at Laura Loomer has suddenly become a voice of, demanding transparency, right? They believe that there's a pedophile ring that is going to implicate a ton of other people. This goes back to QAnon conspiracy theories, right? Donald Trump, for this part, there is still this idea that somehow he is the one that was ultimately going to bring this ring to an end.